What's up guys, welcome to Mystery Recaps. Today, I am going to explain in Japanese action crime drama movie called Mr.Long. The story of this movie is really awesome. I think you all will enjoy watching this movie. If you like our explanation and hard work, don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Also let us know if you have any comments. Spoilers ahead. Watch out and take care. The movie starts in Taiwan in an historic constructing. There is a group of gangsters who are talking about the events that have just passed off to them. In their midst there was once a bag filled with money and passports no longer lengthy after unexpectedly one of the gangster individuals used to be struggling from pain. Then a ruthless assassin named Lengthy seems, and besides a good deal to say, Lengthy right away sent all the gangster contributors returned to hell. After finishing killing them all, Lengthy rushed off with a bag filled with cash and passports to a resort to meet his boss. Lengthy himself is a cold-blooded assassin who does now not talk a great deal, and in each and every mission Lengthy kills all his goals the use of solely a single dagger. That nighttime Long was again given a mission by his boss to kill a Yakuza member who was once in Japan. The scene then moves to the land of Sakura, the place Long is heading to where his target is. Arriving at the goal, Long shortly right now carried out his mission. However, all at once it turns out that the target is wearing a shielding go well with on his body, so that in this mission Lengthy is right away captured and will be killed proper away. After that looks Lengthy taken to a vicinity, and he was overwhelmed mercilessly. Then all at once from at the back of a man regarded who without delay stabbed the Yakuza boss. This is clearly a subject of the Yakuza contributors. Knowing there wasn't chance, Long took advantage of it to shortly run away. Then the Yakuza rushed to capture him alive or useless. Thanks to all of our prayers, Long subsequently managed to escape even though he had to be shot in the stomach, and Lengthy managed to break out the pursuit of the Yakuza with the aid of using in a park field car. The next day looks Lengthy, who has been in an agreement that is no longer occupied. Then Lengthy, who was resting, was woken up by way of a boy named June whilst bringing consuming water for Long. Then June left Lengthy and rapidly after June back to bring remedy for Lengthy. After that June went again and came once more bringing clothes for Long. Then Lengthy tried to explore the settlement to appear for utensils to be used for cooking until at final he found a location to occupy. After that Long came again to get the veggies, and there was already June waiting for him. Then Long began cooking. When the two of them had enjoyed the food cooked via Long used to be at once very amazed when June spoke Mandarin. June additionally explained that his mom is Taiwanese. At the same time got here Jun's mom named Lily. Lily's aim is to find June used to be to get him to buy a forbidden object. June, who is very committed to his mother, immediately went to buy the forbidden object. When June bought the object, Long secretly observed him and watched it from a distance. Lily Yan is about to use the forbidden item. All at once Long seems and snatches the item and gives a little lesson, so Lily wakes up. Then Lengthy tied Lily up so she should learn to quit the usage of the forbidden object. At nighttime Long is seen walking around his current dwelling, and by chance he discovered a mobile smartphone in a parked auto. Then Lengthy took it to contact one of his colleagues who used to be in Japan to ask when the next ship would depart. His friend then spoke back that the ship will go away on the 30th. Then Lengthy tried to borrow cash from his pal, but he stated he had no money and instructed Long to rob solely. The next day Long was once viewed cooking beneath the rain. At the same time there is any person who pays attention to it and then tastes the Lengthy dish. After tasting Long's cooking, the man then invited Long to his house and requested for help to cook dinner. Whilst they had been taking part in this Long dish, the neighbors came who at once tasted the Long dish. A neighbor who feels the scrumptious meals from Long then asks for assist to cook at his residence due to the fact he was going to have a ceremonial dinner at night. Lengthy cooks all kinds of dishes, and everybody in that place absolutely likes Long's cooking because the taste of the food is so very delicious. Those who no longer from Taiwan and do not yet have an area to stay and work took the initiative to grant capital to Lengthy in order to open a meals business. After that Long was given cash by the proprietor of this event. It did not stop there. Long was also given a lot of residence items and furniture. After that June was considered feeding his mother, whose situation had started out to improve. The subsequent day Lengthy was pressured what to do with this ton stuff. Not Lengthy, after the other neighbors came to start tidying up the Lengthy residence and making a cart for promoting. They also planned to sell Lengthy at a temple due to the fact it is the most strategic place and is quite crowded with site visitors. The next day Long commenced promoting noodles assisted by June, who was very continual in his work. It seemed that everybody there also truly liked Long cuisine, so it made the neighbors sense very pleased. When they return domestic, they notice the hostilities of Long and June and carrying their carts. At nighttime now looks Lily's circumstance that is a whole lot higher than earlier then. And when Lily saw June, who was speedy asleep, she all of a sudden remembered her previous. A lengthy time ago, Lily was a relief female who was courting her non-public chauffeur at that time. Their relationship used to be very completely happy till finally Lily was pregnant, which added to their happiness. However, the Yakuza boss who owns the vicinity finds out that Lily is courting her private driver, so she is pregnant. The Yakuza boss then beat up Lily's boyfriend, and then they added Lily to get rid of her womb. However, Lily, who refused to do that, chose to run away and keep her being pregnant until delivery. After giving start, Lily, who ran out of money, determined to return to her job as a alleviation female to make ends meet and purchase milk for her child baby. Some time surpassed. Lily got a customer named Cicada. The man was once the one who injected the illicit goods to Lily, so that at that time Lily may want to no longer get away the word. However, Cicada had now not visited him in a long time. So from right here, Lily had to buy the component herself, to the factor of spending all her money, and unable to pay the hire, Lily was in the end kicked out of her preceding house and lived in this location. In the meantime, Long used to be finally able to buy clothes from his change and was once getting extra and greater enthusiastic about raising cash to return to Taiwan. Over time, Long's customers grew greater and more as a consequence, making him even extra keen to trade the subsequent day. At night, the neighbors have been viewed taking part in an artwork opposition and managed to get a third location. From the effects of the victory, they received 3 vacation tickets, which were without delay given to June so that he should holiday with his mom, and also Long. June is additionally outfitted with a digital camera to capture the second when they have been on vacation at nighttime. Long experience very confused between going on holiday or returning to Taiwan due to the fact the next day is the 30th. If he goes on vacation, then the money that has been accumulated so some distance will be used up for a vacation. But the next day it turns out that Long selected to go on vacation to make June sense blissful. It appears like the 3 of them actually enjoyed this excursion and for the first time felt the warmness of a family. Lengthy then took Lily and June domestic to their residence. Lily is very grateful to Lengthy for all he has executed day after day. Surpassed, Lengthy seemed to be taking part in his life now, which used to be so calm and full of happiness. Long additionally put June into a baseball group, then Lengthy coached him until June should be part of the recreation. Who would have notion at that time June grew to become the winner for his team. One day, those who have been going to go out to exchange had been seen by way of Sakata from a distance. Lily, who knew that they were being watched by using Sakata, straight away went home because she was once afraid that June and Long would be damaged with the aid of Cicada. Long, who saw Lily come home, felt an oddity in his coronary heart. Then when Lily arrived at her house, it became out that she was once observed by way of Cicada, who observed her. Then Sakata gave the drug return to Lily, but firmly Lily refused, which made Sakata very irritated and beat him. Then Sakata asked Lily to return to him for the protection of all of them. Sakata additionally threatened that he would meet Long and kill him. From right here it is known, it turns out that this Sakata is a subordinate of the Yakuza boss. Understanding this, Lily was very surprised and may want to only surrender when on the different hand, Lily appears sad about what has befell. It didn't give up there. Lily used to be eventually entangled again with the aid of the phrase and the forbidden item, which made her now feel very desperate. Elsewhere, Cicada appears to be enjoying Long's made noodles. After that, it regarded that Cicada was once contacting any individual. Long, who knew Cicada's actions, had been very suspicious. He then invited June to without delay shut his wares and rushed home. When they acquired home, June and Lengthy were very amazed because Lily had died via striking herself. At the identical time, the Yakuza have been in that region and broken the cart belonging to Long. From the different aspect came the neighbors who tried to give up the Yakuza, but they have been all beaten by the Yakuza and Sakata. Then came the Yakuza boss with his men with full weapons geared up to end off Long, but looks Lengthy frivolously and barring lots to say finish them off one by way of one. From this bloody incident, June appears very sad over the death of his mom. The neighbors couldn't accept as true with what they had just seen Lengthy, as they recognize as a very desirable cooked dinner, and does no longer talk tons. Then viewed Lengthy, who was daydreaming, requested to leave the town some time. Has exceeded. Long is currently in Taiwan and obtained a new mission from his boss, but Long is amazed with his ancient brother from Japan, who has been in Taiwan looking for him due to the fact June wants to be with Long. Appears like the neighbors are very comfortable. Finally they meet once more with Lengthy, as well as Long, who is very glad to be reunited with June and all of them, until sooner or later Lengthy decided to live fortunately collectively with June and quit his job as a hitman. Then the film is over. Subscribe for more videos like this, turn on the notification, and leave a like to help the channel out. Thanks for watching.